afternoon and welcome to the very first Box to the Bench run of 2021. Yes, already forgotten what year it is. Now I say the first, and that would imply that there will be other Box to the Bench runs this year, and that is true. There will at least be a couple other Box to the Bench runs this year. This is the first one. This one is going to feature an OS FS-40 Surpass engine that was a recent eBay purchase, and I also have already done a quick look on this engine, so you can go check that out and see what I had to say about this engine. Now usually in a Box to the Bench run, I take it straight from the box and I don't touch it at all and put it on the bench. Now I did actually have to touch something on this engine. I was looking at the carburetor and trying to set the throttle stop screw, and something didn't look quite right. So I ended up having to take the throttle arm off, take the throttle barrel out because of the design of this, and found out, yes, the throttle stop screw is not the stock throttle stop screw. It's one that was made, so it was obviously lost, and it's not really the right screw, and it's not acting as a throttle stop. So when I go to try to throttle down and idle this, I'm not going to have any means to know exactly how far I can go before the engine dies. Aside from that, all I've done is pull the glow plug out, make sure it glows. I've got a little bit of fuel in this tank. It doesn't really matter what the fuel is for just to determine whether this engine runs, but as far as I can recall, I think this is some leftover 12.5% fuel from a previous run. I've got an 11.6 APC prop on here. And as you can see from this, it looks like it is just turned 79 degrees and 77% humidity, which is pretty unusually warm for a January early morning or mid-morning, early afternoon. So let's fire this engine up and see how she does. Okay, so I believe I've already got this full throttle. Should be here. Let's see. Yes, it pulls fuel quite well. Let's see what happens here. Okay, maybe it didn't pull enough fuel. Pretty wet now. Maybe I have the throttle backwards. Okay, so I think you can see that the engine does run, and you could see that there was definitely no throttle stop screw action there because I was able to get it to actually go down pretty low on idle and hold it. I was doing my normal pinch test to check the air bleed adjustment, and it seemed like the air bleed adjustment, this is an air bleed carb, is pretty good, and I did touch that also. It was unscrewed completely, so I set it to about its 50% point, which is a good starting point. But hopefully you'll be able to hear on the video, this engine definitely needs bearings. Really bad. In fact, I put my finger on this as it was rotating because at low speed it just looked like there was a lot of wobble. So I don't know if the crankshaft is bent or what, but this thing clearly needs bearings. I mean, I can hear them now that it's all heated up and everything's loosened up. It definitely needs bearings. So it's a good thing that I'll be doing a tear down look inside, cleaning, and bearing replacement on this engine in the near future also, because it needs it. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the run, and thank you.